speaks of the fourth man in the fire. You remember what happened during the time of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. You know how they told them to bow before the gods and they vehemently refused and they said they were not going to bow. And then they bundled the three of them and threw them inside the fire. And then they thought the fire was going to consume them, but they forget that there is a fourth man in the fire. And so when the king came and looked, he said, how many people did you put in the fire? They said, sir, it was three. Oh, and how many can you see now? They said four, because the fourth man in the fire had to appear. So as we wait on God in this month of January, you know one amazing thing about the 2024. 2024 is that year that has the emblem of the 24 elders in heaven. And of course, you and I know what they're doing is praising God, worshiping Him, adoring Him. Please don't let praise. Let me tell you something. When they tell you don't let something depart from your mouth, don't let praise depart, you aren't doing anybody any favor. That's the key you need to unlock the miraculous. It is for you. When you keep postponing prayer, you don't know how to pray. You keep making excuse. You are not doing anybody any favor. You're doing it to yourself. When you get angry when it comes to giving, can't they do anything without calling people to give? You are not doing anybody any favor. You're doing it to yourself. So this is why worshiping God, understanding what He says, and becoming a child or part of the children of Issachar will go a long way to helping you in 2024. Learn to worship Him. Learn to dance before His presence. Learn it. Learn it. Wake up every morning and give him all the glory. Wake up every morning and worship and adore him. Wake up every morning and begin to dance. You're not going to dance because of the ones he hasn't done. You are going to dance because of the one he did. Because when you remember what he has done, he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. When you remember what he has done before, then you're telling him, I know you and I can trust you. When I was in the fire, you came through for me. When I needed help, you were there for me. When I was in the fire, you brought me out. I wasn't consumed. I will trust you. I'll trust you. I will always put my trust in you. I won't allow anything to take you away from me. Please, in 2024, as we are on doing this fasting and calling on God, remember, it's a praise report. So you come with your womb that you want babies to be planted. You begin to thank God in advance for blessing you with the fruit of the womb. Why are you crying? Who made you cry? Why are you crying because of what doctors said? Doctors are human. They can make mistakes. Do you know that there are a lot of doctors who still want the same miracle that you're looking for? So why are you crying because of what machine said? When you have the Alpha and the Omega, please let's worship. Alpha your prayers with worship. God will Omega it with answers. Learn to worship God. Today being the fourth day. Make up your mind to worship God. Lift up your prayer requests to heaven and begin to thank God in advance. That's why I said you shouldn't write prayer requests. You should write praise report. Thank you, Lord, because I'm now a mother. I did it. Elegedege. Labrosiakadia. I'm not telling you what I didn't do. I'm telling you what I did. I used to cook in my kitchen that time with a lot of wrappers on my tummy. I tied it to the shape that I wanted it to look like, and I would be cooking. If peradventure the thing fell off, I would rebuke the demon of miscarriage. Nobody taught me. I didn't follow anybody. I didn't have a mentor. Why? Because I didn't see ministry in view. I only saw oil company. I didn't see ministry. So there was nobody to follow. There was nobody to say, I want to be under you. I want you to mother me. I want nothing like that. Not to talk of you that have a lot of altars you join to pray. You don't have a choice than to come out with super encounters. Do you know why we don't read books from singles now? Because once they get to 18, it is I'm not in a relationship. Nobody's asking for my hand in marriage. Nobody's telling me I love you. Because you don't know what love is. That's why they're not coming. And who told you that you must be in a relationship before you get married? I wasn't in any before I got married. I mean, like, I didn't know my husband. It wasn't that we dated, and then from day one he cited me. He said, "This is what God said." Rebecca didn't know Isaac. In fact, it wasn't even Isaac that came to the well. It was Eliezer. So in today, you will not just live and enjoy the end of today without worshiping and adoring God. Lift up those praise reports you've written to Him and begin to give Him thanks. Thanks unto the King of Kings. Call Him names. Call Him names. Call Him in your dialect. Call Him in English. Call Him in French. Call Him in speaking in tongues. Call him name. You can imagine somebody comes to your house now, and I am a born princess, royal blooded in me. I'm not talking a full